Adequate notice of this meeting, as required by the Open Public Meetings Act, was provided through the posting, mailing, and filing of the annual notice of regularly scheduled meetings of the Town Council on December 10th, 2025. The notice was on that date posted on the bulletin board of the municipal building, provided to the Westfield Leader, the Star Ledger, and filed with the clerk of the Town of Westfield. Ms. Laushi, may I have a roll call?
Mayor Berman.
Here.
Councilmembers Gilman.
Here.
Domagala.
Here.
Pecker. Kiefer.
Kiefer's here.
Saunders.
Here.
Adler.
Here.
Armento.
Here.
Venkataraman.
Here.
Please rise for the invocation, which will be given by Councilman Kiefer, and then remain standing for the salute to the flag.
In this moment of coming together, let us reflect on the shared humanity that unites us all. Regardless of our individual beliefs, let us commit ourselves to justice, fairness, and the common good. May our deliberations be marked by empathy and our decisions guided by wisdom. Together, let us strive to create a community and country where all are valued and respected.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mayor, you want to have Don do his thing, or your comments?
Don, yeah, why don't we have Don go?
Okay, good. All right. So just again, our town planner is here for his annual report of our affordable housing updates and compliance, and not only from the third round, carries over to fourth round. So thank you. Thanks, Don.
So this is, good evening, everyone. This is really just a brief update. Annually, we are required to report out at a noticed council meeting in the month of February the efforts we've taken to work with nonprofit affordable housing obligations. Going back to 2017, the town settled with the Fair Share Housing Center when it was preparing our third round housing plan. That settlement agreement called for the town to work with specifically nonprofit affordable housing agencies to develop what it called 20 additional homes, half of those to be for families as opposed to special needs individuals. That provision has carried over to our most recent settlement agreement with Fair Share Housing Center, which the mayor and council approved last December, and now is therefore carrying on to our fourth round housing plan and strategy. So we're still required to work with non-for-profit housing organizations to create some affordable homes. So what we've done is we've undertaken a number of strategies in which to do this. We've created a nonprofit program where nonprofit agencies can apply to the town of Westfield for funding, which we have set aside in our affordable housing trust fund, and those trust fund dollars come directly from affordable housing development fees, not from any kind of special tax assessment or out of the taxpayer's pocket. That program has been described by nonprofits as robust. We have to date provided funding assistance for the creation of a total of 8 affordable units. There are actually 8 bedrooms, each of which counts as an affordable unit for special needs individuals. And the town has also dedicated funding towards the creation of 22 housing units for homeless veterans at the American Legion site right on North Avenue. So that totals up a total of 30, that makes a total of 30 nonprofits that we've dedicated funding for. However, since none of those have yet actually been constructed and filled, we are still keeping this program alive. And I like to think as well, because we have seen interest in the program and we have been able to dedicate funding or encumber funds for 30 units so far. In addition to help nonprofits, we have an emergency generator program for 100% affordable projects, which nonprofits can take advantage of, especially since Superstorm Sandy. Emergency generators have become very popular, and we like to have the ability to provide that option for nonprofits to apply for funding for those as well. The council has also passed resolutions of support for nonprofit projects, such as one for Passaic Affordable Housing, and they had a project at 211 South Avenue. What we found, and we've met annually with nonprofit agencies, the biggest hurdle to constructing affordable housing, not just in Westfield, but other places as well, is the cost of land. Real estate is just extraordinarily expensive. So what we have done, based on conversations with them in prior years, and also now put into our two of our settlement agreements from last year, we are bolstering our affordable housing nonprofit program by upping the amount of subsidy the town will give per unit to nonprofits when they create affordable units. And we are also providing, and this was a specific ask from some of the nonprofit groups, a pre-approval option, almost like a pre-approval on a mortgage. When they find a property on the market and they're going to bid on it, it would be much easier for them if they had the ability to say, hey, we have the funding that is already dedicated for us, rather than having to scramble for it and trying to outbid someone for a property. So it's been a successful program. I'm hoping we'll have more action or activity through it if we up the amounts that would be granted per unit for these nonprofits. But it's worked for us, and I think Fair Shares and other entities asked that we continue with the program. And the encouraging words we've heard from nonprofits when we met with them, it's working well for us. So we'd like to continue with that, and well, we have to at this point. I always like to give, this is my sort of broken record for every year, but I always like to give a public service announcement for affordable units in Westfield. There are two ways you can search for affordable units that may be available, applications available, or just units, location as a whole. And there's two websites that I encourage people to look at. One is, and it's a long web address, but it's affordablehomesnewjersey.com, and New Jersey spelled out all the way, affordablehomesnewjersey.com. And another online resource is the New Jersey Housing Resource Center. With recent amendments to the law, every affordable unit in the state is going to have to be advertised specifically on the Housing Resource Center. So you can find on both of these areas, Affordable Homes New Jersey and Housing Resource Center, you can find affordable units, rental and for sale from throughout the state, including Westfield. So we get a lot of calls, and you'll probably get calls as well, asking how you can apply, and those are two great resources to point folks to. And you can also always point them to me. So that's what's going on the nonprofit front. That's our required annual report. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. We're good. Yes, Councilwoman.
Did you mention that those two websites were advertised on or linked on our website?
Affordable Homes New Jersey presently is. The Housing Resource Center, I don't believe is directly linked, but it will be with the upcoming changes we have to make.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah. I just wanted to add one thing, so I thank Don for his efforts here. This is not an easy thing to manage on an annual basis. Also, one little shout out. Don does work with the Westfield Housing Commission, which is a board that council appoints every year, and he does use them to meet with to get their input as well as we're approaching nonprofits and getting input from the appointed volunteers. So it's a pretty robust program. But thank you again for letting Don make his report.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Thanks to everybody who is joining us tonight, both in person and via live stream on the town's YouTube channel. As always, the replay of this meeting will be available on Facebook, YouTube, and TV 36. Public comment will be accepted in person only. I will make a few brief remarks before we begin tonight's legislative agenda. Thank you to everyone who worked tirelessly through this weekend's blizzard, including our police, fire departments, the volunteer rescue squad, and especially our public works department. Over a period of nearly 30 consecutive hours from Sunday evening through Monday night, the DPW was fully staffed and plowed every road in town multiple times. I spent time with the team before they headed out on Sunday to extend our thanks on behalf of all the residents. I also rode in a plow for several hours yesterday with Public Works Director Craig Gibson and Town Administrator Jim Gilday to observe the challenges of plowing operations with this volume of snow. I saw firsthand how just one car left parked on a street can disrupt efficient plowing, and how snow blowing or shoveling snow back onto the road makes the DPW's task much more difficult. I also saw how even with the truck operating as slowly as 10 miles an hour, snow does travel a good distance off of the plow, and unfortunately at times lands on cleared sidewalks and some of the 9,000 driveways that we have in town. While frustrating for those who have shoveled, this situation is sometimes unavoidable, especially with almost 2 feet of snow. The role of the DPW is to plow curb to curb to keep our roads open and safe for travel and parking, and they did an exceptional job over many hours of hard work. But as Craig noted to his team, the storm-related work for them lasts for about a week. The crews were back out today to plow the remaining municipal lots and complete other touch-ups as needed to widen travel lanes and tidy corners throughout town. The shoveling crew also worked today on all town-owned sidewalks and pathways. It will take a few more days to work through all the residual storm-related issues, and we appreciate everyone's patience. Speaking of shoveling, thanks to everyone who has shoveled and cleared their sidewalks. We are now more than 24 hours past the end of the snowfall, which means that all sidewalks are required to be cleared for pedestrian safety. The town will be issuing citations for violations. We also plan to conduct another round of downtown snow removal to improve access to parking. The timing will be determined in the coming days as we have several chances of additional snow in the forecast. Let's hope not. Lastly, thank you to the many residents who kept their cars off the roads during the storm as expected and required. The police department did issue approximately 110 tickets to vehicles that were left on the street and impeded plowing. So for tonight's agenda, we have 7 ordinances on first reading tonight, all from the Code Review and Town Property Committee. The first is an ordinance to amend the redevelopment plan for the Vantage located at Prospect and Ferris, and formerly known as the Sophia. This ordinance updates the redevelopment plan to allow the temporary use of 118 Ferris Place next to the project site to support construction activities and temporarily store the historic Mills Ferris Pearsall House. This will reduce neighborhood disruption by limiting construction trailers, truck loading in public streets, and on-street parking by crews, while also reducing how many times the historic home needs to be moved, helping protect the structure and potentially shortening the construction timeline by 3 to 6 months. The remaining 6 ordinances are all related to our 4th round affordable housing plan. As I mentioned at our last town meeting, the plan was adopted by the previous town council in December and formally approved on February 9th by the program judge. As a result, we are introducing related ordinances tonight in anticipation of our mid-March compliance deadline. These include the following: an amended affordable housing regulations ordinance, which implements our affordable housing program, in part by providing rules for the administration of affordable units and standards for the creation of affordable units. An amended affordable housing development fee and trust fund ordinance, which specifies the use of developers' fees collected to fund affordable housing initiatives and administrative support functions of the affordable housing program. And zoning ordinances for 4th round sites, which include 4 ordinances that allow for inclusionary housing development at 25 dwelling units per acre, consistent with the 4th round housing element and fair share plan. Also on the topic of affordable housing, we just had Town Planner Don Samet here to deliver a brief presentation that is required each February as part of our settlement agreement with Fair Share Housing Center. Let's begin. May I have a motion to approve the minutes from the Town Council Conference, executive and regular meetings, February 10th of 2026?
Moved.
Motion by Councilwoman Gilman. Second? Seconded by Councilwoman Adwar. Any discussion? All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? The motion is carried. Now it's time for open discussion by citizens. Anyone may come up to the microphone and speak to the council on any subject on which the council has jurisdiction. Please state your name and address for the record and limit your comments to 5 minutes.
Jennifer Jaroszewski, 210 South Euclid Avenue. Good evening, Mayor Berman and members of the Town Council. On behalf of the Westfield Historic Preservation Commission, I would like to extend our gratitude and appreciation for tonight's ordinance designed to minimize disruption to the historic Mills Ferris Pearsall House as a result of its temporary relocation. One of the oldest homes in Westfield, a significant portion of this house dates to 1750 and will be among the 9 original Revolutionary-era homes we will be spotlighting as part of the America 250 celebration. Additionally, we request that our historic architect and preservation consultant, Barton Ross, be given the opportunity to review the protection plan and help ensure safe and professional relocation services for this delicate operation. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Hearing none, I close this portion of the meeting and move to bills and claims. Councilman Venkataraman.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to move bills and claims in the amount of $540,417.45.
May I have a second? Second. Second by Councilman Damagala. Any discussion? All in favor?
Yes. Yes.
Opposed? The motion is carried. Councilman Gilman, please move the code review and town property ordinances.
Take it on this page.
Yes.
I have one more.
Yeah? Oh.
Goes to Cat,
Oh, yeah. Next on the agenda is the report of standing committees. Apologies. Beginning with the Finance Policy Committee. Councilman Venkataraman.
Thank you, Mayor. I have 5 resolutions which I would like to move as a package. 1, resolution authorizing the chief financial officer to draw a warrant to replenish bulk mail permit. 2, resolution authorizing the chief financial officer to refund police department fees. 3, resolution authorizing the chief financial officer to refund recreation department fees. 4, resolution authorizing the chief financial officer to draw a warrant for planning board escrow monies. And 5, resolution authorizing the chief financial officer to draw warrants for overpaid taxes.
May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Adwar. Any discussion? All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? The motion is carried. Now, Councilwoman Gilman, please move code review and town property ordinances.
Thank you, Mayor. I have 7 ordinances I would like to move tonight on first reading, starting with General Ordinance Number 2026-04 on first reading, an ordinance adopting an amendment to the Prospect and Ferris redevelopment plan.
May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Saunders. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Councilmembers Gilman,
Yes.
Damagala,
Yes.
Kiefer,
Yes.
Saunders,
Yes.
Adwar,
Yes.
Armento,
Yes.
Venkataraman,
Yes.
Mayor Berman.
Yes, this motion has carried.
Next is General Ordinance Number 2026-05 on first reading, an ordinance to amend the land use ordinance of the Town of Westfield, Article 23, Affordable Housing Regulations.
May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Saunders. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Councilmembers Gilman,
Yes.
Damagala,
Yes.
Kiefer,
Yes.
Saunders,
Yes.
Adwar,
Yes.
Armento,
Yes.
Venkataraman,
Yes.
Mayor Berman.
Yes, the motion has carried.
Next is General Ordinance Number 2026-06 on first reading, an ordinance to amend the land use ordinance of the Town of Westfield, Article 22, Affordable Housing Development Fee and Trust Fund.
May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Armento. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Councilmembers Gilman,
Yes.
Damagala,
Yes.
Kiefer,
Yes.
Saunders,
Yes.
Adwar,
Yes.
Armento,
Yes.
Venkataraman,
Yes.
Mayor Berman.
Yes, the motion has carried.
Next is General Ordinance Number 2026-07 on first reading, an ordinance amending the land use ordinance of the Town of Westfield to address the requirements of the Fair Housing Act regarding compliance with the town's affordable housing obligations by establishing an affordable housing zone district designated as the ES-AH district and modifying the zoning map.
May I have a second? Second by Councilman Damagala. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Councilmembers Gilman,
Yes.
Damagala,
Yes.
Kiefer,
Yep.
Saunders,
Yes.
Adwar,
Yes.
Armento,
Yes.
Venkataraman,
Yes.
Mayor Berman.
Yes, the motion has carried.
Next is General Ordinance Number 2026-08 on first reading. An ordinance amending the land use ordinance of the Town of Westfield to address the requirements of the Fair Housing Act regarding compliance with the town's affordable housing obligations by establishing an affordable housing overlay zone designated as the FRAHO district and modifying the zoning map.
May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Adwar. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Councilmembers Gilman,
Yes.
Domagala,
Yes.
Kiefer,
Yes.
Saunders,
Yes.
Adwar,
Yes.
Armento,
Yes.
Venkataraman,
Yes.
Mayor Berman.
Yes, this motion has carried.
Next is General Ordinance Number 2026-09 on first reading, an ordinance amending the land use ordinance of the Town of Westfield to address the requirements of the Fair Housing Act regarding compliance with the town's affordable housing obligations by establishing an affordable housing zone district designated as the SAAH district and modifying the zoning map.
May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Venkataraman. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Councilmembers Gilman,
Yes.
Domagala,
On page 6.
No, yes. There's a
Kiefer,
reason why.
Kiefer,
Yes.
Saunders,
Yes.
Adwar,
Yes.
Armento,
Yes.
Venkataraman,
Yes.
Mayor Berman.
Yes, this motion has carried.
Next is General Ordinance Number 2026-10 on first reading, an ordinance amending the land use ordinance of the Town of Westfield to address the requirements of the Fair Housing Act regarding compliance with the town's affordable housing obligations by establishing an affordable housing overlay zone designated as the SAWAHO district and modifying the zoning map.
May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Saunders. Any discussion?
Yes. For myself, I had to go ahead and confirm which property this was. I will be abstaining, just so.
Yes, sir.
Recuse myself.
Please call the roll.
Councilmembers Gilman,
Yes.
Domagala, Kiefer,
Yes.
Saunders,
Yes.
Adwar,
Yes.
Armento,
Yes.
Venkataraman,
Yes.
Mayor Berman.
Yes, the motion has carried. Councilwoman Adwar, please move the Public Works Committee resolution.
Thank you, Mayor. I would like to move a resolution awarding contract for grinding of brush materials.
May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Armento. All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? The motion has carried. May I have a motion to adjourn? Moved by Councilman Domagala, second.
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Adwar. All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? The motion is carried. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.